Good morning, and thank you all for joining us today for a virtual hearing on consumer protection in the COVID era. The COVID-19 pandemic has changed the lives of nearly every American consumer in so many ways. Technology has made the isolation has made the isolation of many Americans face far more than bearable than, say, the social isolation experienced by Americans doing far less, I should say, far less unbearable than it was in 1918 pandemic. Unfortunately, the Trump administration hasn't risen to the moment and has instead dithered and reflexly deterring. Deferring to the private sector instead of leading. Even before the pandemic, consumers reported a feeling of helplessness with respect to the digital economy, despite the Trump administration's counting on the private sector to play a key role in the response and recovery. Big tech has allowed fraud, fake news, fake reviews, counterfeit and stolen product to get into the marketplace. Price gouging has continued, most unfettered on platforms because of our weak and uneven federal response. That's why I initiated and introduced the Price Gouging Prevention Act along with Chairman Pallone. It was included in the HEROES Act, which Senator McConnell has yet to take up. The current crisis has also laid bare our platform's need to be doing more to protect consumers and ensuring they have the same rights online as that they have when they go shopping in person. And that's why I am proud to be introducing an updated version of the Informed Consumers Act. I would like to thank Senators Durbin and Cassidy in the Senate for being partners on that. And this common sense legislation would ensure that consumers have informed information that they need when they are online, when an online seller fails to deliver the goods or services that they were promised. And I hope our colleagues on both sides of the aisle will join us in supporting this important bill, and that it might be favorably reported by this subcommittee. I'm looking for the clock. Almost out. Okay. Transparency alone is simply not enough. Agencies like the Consumer Product Safety Commission must aggressively be stopping dangerous products that can actually kill or harm Americans from reaching consumers. The administration, however, has continued to prioritize corporate interests over the safety of the public, and now nowhere is this clearer than in the continued support for Nancy Beck. I'll get into that more later, but Nancy Beck is the nominee for the Consumer Product Safety Commission chair. And at this point, I will stop and put the rest of my opening statement in the record